Baby. Honey. Sweetness. My babies. Bitch. We are living in a time of fuck around and find out for everybody. Okay? Do you know? And I'm not gonna, you know what? I can talk about other nationalities of people, but I want to really focus on my black and brown people, especially my ethnic melanated folk. And I don't want to just come off in every video like I'm really just attacking you, but I'm more disappointed in you. And I'm disappointed in you because you know what it's like. Our people, it's in our blood, it's in our DNA, that oppression. Okay? You know, the same oppression that y'all have said we need help because we can't help but do this and do that and hate each other because it's in our DNA. We were born, it's in the fabric and the blood of our very beings. Okay? Y'all know what it's like to be oppressed. According to you, even though, here's the thing. Our ancestors fought and died so that you didn't have to be oppressed. Our ancestors fought and died, baby, so that you didn't have to be oppressed. They handed you your rights. And what did you do? You allowed your own insecurities. You allowed this media. You allowed this society to brainwash you against your other black people. You do know that LGBT people are black. There are millions of LGBT people that are black, right? They're your families. Okay, they're your teachers. They work at your supermarkets. They work in your businesses. You do know that, right? They're your entertainers, your sports people, your politicians. Baby, let me tell you something. Miss Peach with the bad body, this is a motherfucking lesson for everyone that don't believe in karma, that don't believe in universal law. I've watched people, cis heterosexual people and cis gay people, bully trans people and call for the extermination. I've watched people of color allow themselves to be gaslit by this damn media apparatus and this government. And I've been telling you for years. All my babies that watch me have been watching me for years on here, on my old page and this one. Y'all know I've been telling these motherfuckers the same thing. They are using trans people to keep you distracted from how they're trying to dismantle you and your rights and the system. They are trying, baby, they want this system to work for them. Do you know, when you really think about it, the richest people who are going to get richer off of your oppression are sitting back being cruel. They want you to suffer. Bitch, all of you motherfuckers that were on welfare, honey, let me tell you something. You know how many motherfuckers on welfare? Let me try not to say something that's too offensive, okay? But you motherfuckers that are on welfare, y'all have one job. Y'all home. A lot of y'all are home all day long, okay? A lot of you have kids. Your kids are in school. You couldn't pick up a book to educate yourself. You couldn't pay attention to what this fool was saying and telling you what he wanted to do. You didn't have enough time to really see the play. Like, oh, they're talking about trans people like a little bit too much. Like, I wonder why. You never stop to think about it. You just allowed yourself to feel whatever you feel whenever a trans woman comes up in the conversation. Okay, you never stop to say, damn, like, this feels like they're trying to brainwash us or trying to manipulate us. What are they doing behind the scene? You had one job, which was to educate yourself and pay attention and to stay alert. And a lot of y'all voted for him. Bitch. A lot of you. This is, when I tell you, I don't believe the stats. When the post-election stats, I don't believe that, because I know way too many black people that I don't associate with that voted for him. Here's the thing. I probably have come across more black, poor people who voted for him than not. This is karma. You deserve this. I'm sorry. You deserve this, beloved. All you women that have just been so mean and evil towards trans women and wanted trans women to suffer, and you want us out of public spaces, and you just want us gone because you are so afraid that your precious ninjas, your precious Kangs, were so in love with us. When they found out that these straight men were going after the T-girls hard 10, 15 years ago, these heifers lost their fucking minds. And they made it their mission to try to erase the girls. Y'all have dragged us through the fucking mud for 10 straight years. Okay? More so than any other time. You know why? Because you started to see how beautiful the dolls can be. How passable the dolls can be. How feminine and just pure beautiful the fucking trans women could be. And it made you feel some kind of way. And so what you do, you had no moral compass when you did this because you were evil. And instead of looking at those dolls and saying, God bless them, what you did was you wanted to make sure that you misgendered us and controlled our narrative so that, not for the world, just for these men, you wanted to be able to remind or put in these men's brain and then remind them every time they get caught with a trans woman or looks at a trans woman, that they're not females, they're not women. That's what y'all did. And I've been saying this for 10 years. Karma, y'all gonna pay for what y'all done to the trans community. You're gonna pay. And you're paying now. Right now is where it starts. Y'all gave up your fucking rights to a man that told you he was going to do it. Just so that you can erase trans women. Trans women that you don't interact with. Most of y'all have never even met a trans woman. And then on top of that, y'all anti-black woman thing that y'all have, and I'm talking about black women also, because there were so many of y'all that was hating on Kamala. There was so many of y'all. It wasn't just the black men that was hating on Kamala. It was a lot of y'all. I've even heard a black woman say, she can't be president. She's up there trying to be a man. She's supposed to be behind the scenes making that man strong. That's what, okay? There was so many of you that allowed these bandits to convince you not to vote for a black woman that wanted to give us the world. She didn't have to put a black bill through. Okay? Our black bills were the 1964, 1965 protections for us, dummy. Some of y'all was so fucking dumb. Why we don't have a hate crime bill? Yeah, you do. You've had one. Stupid. Did you not know? Why we don't have our name on a bill? No, stupid. How was she a black? Y'all wanted Obama and y'all wanted motherfucking Kamala because they were two black people in those positions. You wanted them to just come out and say, in my presidency, I'm going to have a black bill for black people. Do you know we only make up fucking 14%, less than 14% of the population? What about the other populations in this country? How do you think? Do you think they're going to vote for an all-black bill? These politicians, Obama and Miss Kamala, were playing politics. They knew that everything in those fucking bills that they tried to push forward for us was for us. They just didn't have to say it. You motherfuckers and your fucking fragile egos are why we're here. Baby, I knew about this, him putting a freeze on all of these federal aid and stuff like that. And all I just remember, I found out about it last night, right? And so I came to work this morning and I was just like, oh, bitch, I saw the faces on people, because people have elderly family members, they have kids that, that benefit from these programs that he wants to put on hold. I read somewhere for 3 months. So y'all are going to be without food. Y'all going to be without money and resources to buy food, to pay rent, to your utilities, etc., your transportation. Y'all are going to gag. And for what? Baby, I can't stay in this conference room for too long. But bitch, I just had to, because I was sitting at my desk. And I just was like, you know what? People deserve this. Y'all thought y'all had privilege. The gay boys on welfare. The lesbians on welfare. The down low lesbians on welfare. Y'all sat back and y'all thought y'all had so much privilege that you can, okay? That y'all allow these politicians to trigger you. They knew. Here's the thing. The Republicans and the right-wing media, they know most of you women have fragile egos and fragile femininity. They know. They knew that if they kept promoting this transgender shit, okay, that it was going to fuck y'all up and make y'all feel some kind of way and put y'all in your feelings. Keep in mind, these are white men. These are men in control. They know you. They married to you. They live with you. They know how fragile y'all egos are. So they know. They've sat back and they have strategized this whole time. And I've been warning y'all. Stop listening to Umar Johnson. Because you see, Umar Johnson, Miss Thing motherfucking packed her shit up. And she gave up her citizenship to this country, allegedly. And she's in Ghana. Y'all allow these fucking bandits, these fucking pseudo-intellectual that have very low IQ, they're very good orators. But if you listen to what they're saying, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're actually dumb as rocks. You allowed the Lord Jamars, the young Pharaohs, the Candace Owens, and all these so fake pro-black hoteps to convince you to hate that your LGBT siblings were your enemies. So much so that now we are not even unified to fight a war. God forbid if there's a race one. If there is a race, WAR, y'all, we're not going to win. We're not united. We're not even on the same page. Most of y'all don't even know who your true oppressors are. Bitch, I needed to come up in this motherfucking conference room 2 floors away from where I work because I didn't want nobody to hear what I had to say. And bitch, I had to vent. Good for you, baby. Good. You deserve this wake-up call. When you try to oppress someone, your rights are next. I love to call y'all the oppressed oppressors. Anybody that you can yield power over, you do it. It's why you beat your kids. It's why you treat your kids the way they do. It's why your kids grow up hating you. They don't want nothing to do with you. A lot of y'all are sickly. A lot of y'all become elderly and sickly, or just sickly in general, and your kids ain't nowhere to help you. And you're struggling all by yourself because those kids, trauma, unless it is healed and treated, it stays in your body. Trauma, childhood trauma, stays in your body. We don't train kids. Y'all, this country loves to talk about, what about the kids? The kids, the kids. They don't give a fuck about these kids. But they know y'all brutalize and traumatize these kids so early on, before the age of 10 years old. That trauma, they're growing human beings. What you do to their nervous system and their psyche as children stays with them for the rest of their fucking lives. And you think there's a reason why your kids don't hug you with love. There's a reason why your children don't give you their heart. Because you broke theirs. Y'all are horrible people. Y'all have grown to be a horrible people. Okay? You're disgusting. The way you treat each other, the way you treat the elderly, the way you treat the kids, the way you treat the animals, the way you treat the environment. You're so self-centered and evil. And now y'all thought, oh, I'm going to vote for Trump because he gave us a stimulus package, $1,200. No, he didn't, stupid. That was already, they had to vote for that. And you know, the Republicans and Trump allegedly didn't want to give you any kind of relief during a fucking pandemic. It was Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats that did that shit. They were the ones that pushed it through because they were the ones that had power. Stupid. Oh, I'm going to vote for Trump because all these trans women in bathrooms. Meanwhile, you've never been in a bathroom with a trans woman that you can identify as trans. Oh, your children aren't playing on sports teams with trans women. Why are you so fucking invested? It's not even about sports. It's not even about the bathrooms. It's about y'all bitches wanted us gone because you couldn't stand the fucking competition. I said it. I said it. I said it, bitch. Now look at you. Your fucking reproductive rights are gone. Women are dying or being unalived in emergency rooms and parking lots. Y'all don't care. Y'all don't think. You're too emotional. And it's not just the women that are emotional. The men are just as emotional. Okay? Y'all thought by calling trans women men was going to stop these men from fucking us? These dudes are not only fucking us, they're making sure we're straight financially. Okay? They're taking from you to give to the dolls. Are you stupid? You could have had a sisterhood with an extended sisterhood, an army of women, trans and biological women. Y'all could have had it all. Now we don't want to fuck with you. The only way I will fuck with a female at this point is if I know that she has been an ally. I don't want to fuck with you. Y'all are hateful and mean and ugly. Y'all showed how ugly your spirits are and why these men don't want you. Y'all want to let's keep it the fuck real. Why these men don't protect and provide and they have a deep hatred for you. And it comes out in the way they treat you, what they say about you, how they don't protect you, how they don't provide, how they gaslight you. They don't give a fuck about you. And now I see why, because you're evil and hateful, most of you. Most of you. You thought by voting for Trump and supporting all these policies, supporting Trump, you turned a blind eye to all the other stuff he said he wanted to do, but you were zeroed in and focused on the trans stuff. Oh, I'm going to change it and make it male and female. I'm going to change it and change it. And little do you know, in his executive order, he pretty much said all of us are females. If you read the verbiage and read the text in those executive order, he pretty much just called us all females. He said we're all females according to that executive order. But I'm not going to say too much about that, but you need to read it. We all start out as female. A lot of y'all that claim that y'all females and weaponize your reproductive organs and reproductive organs and stuff like that against trans women to try to hurt trans women. Y'all dumb. How do you want to weaponize your vaginas and you don't even know about your biology as a woman and biology as a human being? Because if you did, you would know we all started out as female. Even though males switch over in the 6th week, a lot of times the SRY gene doesn't even activate. So that child is still growing as a woman, as a female, mentally and physically. And even if they switch, that SRY switches late in the pregnancy or later in the pregnancy, how do you think that, what kind of mentality and energy and body that child is going to have if its SRY gene malfunctions? Okay, the SRY gene, the gene that activates testosterone in testicles and testes, that turns you over to the Y chromosome. What do you think if that malfunctions, which a lot of us, it happens to? That child is born trans. Stupid? Y'all are just dumb. And I've been telling y'all for years y'all dumb. You thought that you was gonna hurt trans women, and look at you hurting yourself. I'm telling to my good people out there, get you a permit. Protect your homes, because these ignorant bastards are gonna be hungry in a few weeks. They're gonna be hungry. They're gonna be cold. They're gonna be all kinds of stuff, and they're going to be desperate, and they're going to want to break into your shit, even though that they didn't do their own due diligence to help prevent us all from this. You handle your property accordingly. Period. Fuck these people. My only concern is for the elderly and for the children and for the disabled and the people that are sickly. I have a job, and most of my dogs have a job. Whether it's, my dogs, we do what the fuck we have to do. And we know exactly where to get the money. We're good. We're good. But fuck you. Y'all did it to yourselves, and I'm going to remind you every time he does some dumb shit, remind you of what you did. I don't blame him. Honestly, I don't blame Trump. I don't blame Miss Peach at all, honey. This thing told you what the fuck he was going to do. He told you. When you voted for him, or when you sat this election out, you gave him the green light to do it. You told him by your actions that, okay, we agree with it. We don't have no problem with that. Do what you need to do. We're going to vote you in. And look at you. All of you are going to suffer because of this bullshit. Okay? And to my black people that have been out here talking about, oh yeah, get those migrants out. Get those migrants out. There was y'all, black people, we have turned into being disgusting human beings. We've turned into our oppressor. Not too bright, just mean and evil. Oh, get those migrants out of here. Get those migrants out of here. Do you know they're shipping and deporting black people too? Huh? It's not just the Latin people that they're getting rid of. You better pay attention, bitch. And y'all keep saying, oh, we not going back on no plantation. We not going back and we not picking no cotton. Bitch, if these migrants are gone, who the fuck you think they gonna get to do it? Huh? Y'all just dumb. I rarely bump into people in my community, in and out of my community that's smart. that thinks ahead. I've been saying this and warning y'all for years. And we're here now. Enjoy it. Baby, one last thing. That freeze on federal aid is going to affect everybody. And the fact that this man is firing federal employees and replacing them with his motherfucking people, the people that are election deniers, the people that are low IQ, that aren't experts in the fields that he's putting them in, he's going to be able to do a lot of this shit that he wants to do, the shit that they said that they were going to do in Project 2025. You know, the same Project 2025 that a lot of you black folks were walking around here that voted for him talking about, oh, that's not real, that's just propaganda. Baby. We've been warning y'all for the last 6-7 months, and y'all didn't listen. He's going to get away with killing, unaliving a whole bunch of people in this country, because he's going to have people, he has people in place that is not going to stop him. They're not going to stop him. They've been playing chess the whole time. And I can't even say y'all been playing checkers. You've been playing Uno. They've been playing chess and you've been playing Uno. People are going to be hungry. They're going to lose homes. They're going to lose businesses. Well, they're going to lose everything. Healthcare. Because of y'all. You're disgusting. You disgust me and you're disgusting. And fuck you. Because granted, I may not be directly affected, but I'm affected by it. I don't know when my job is going to motherfucking come and say, oh, we're going to let you go and just use any excuse. I don't want to put that out there. I don't know when that day is going to come. I have to show up every day and do my best. I'm worried about everyone in this world. I'm worried about loved ones. I'm worried about friends. I'm worried about the world. I'm worried about neighbors that I care about. I'm worried about y'all, my dolls. I'm worried about my dolls, all of them, all of my dolls, every last one of y'all. I'm worried for us. I'm worried about us because we have no experience with dealing with fascism or an authoritarian regime here. We see it on the news in other countries, and y'all don't give a fuck about it. Y'all don't give a fuck about what's happening where they're committing genocide all over the world. Y'all pretend like, some of you pretend like you do when y'all were telling people not to vote for Kamala. Okay? Oh, don't support, vote for, in the Muslim community, you won't be welcome in the Muslim community if you vote for Kamala. Vote for Trump. Vote for Jill Stein. Now look at you. Trump says he wants Israel to demolish y'all. He wants Russia to demolish, Ukraine. Baby, y'all dumb. Y'all dumb. Let me get back to work, okay? Have a good day, y'all. God bless you. I'm going to do another video later about these women and how y'all in the prisons and how y'all want trans women in the prisons and how that's going to backfire for you, beloved. Because I got something for that, too. Because y'all going to gag. Have a good day.